I think that breakfast is the worst thing that's ever happened to humanity.
Andrew Tate. The trillionaire or a billionaire, I don't really know at this point. No one really knows at this point, but this guy, you just can't escape. You wanna go to eat, there he is in your kitchen eating your cereal. You wanna go to sleep, there he is also under your bed waiting to whisper in your ear how much of a fucking pussy you are. And you know what? I'm really starting to believe he's really not that wrong. So today and in this video, I'm not really gonna talk about why Andrew Tate is popular as much as you would expect. Because in my opinion, and that's what I will talk about today, someone like him was eventually bound to happen. And it was really a matter of time. So again, in this video, I'm gonna talk about why someone from his cloth, from his category was again bound to hit the mainstream media and have such a dedicated following like the one we're seeing right now. First of all, let me start by saying that when I first saw this guy, I don't know, I just like really painted him as this pretentious, shallow douchebag who just had a lot of money. You know, like your typical influencer that you would just see on WordStar. Man, that page fell off. Step by step, I watched his videos, I watched his reels, I watched his YouTube shorts, and I found myself like kinda agreeing with him more than I would have thought. Not as much as you would think, but again more than I would have thought. Sure, he has some really outlandish and ridiculous opinions that really just don't make any sort of sense. But the rest, Jesus, it is so refreshing to hear someone like him just being himself and standing by his belief, his douchebag beliefs on the internet. Which again brings me to the point of this video. Why you, yes, you, honestly, like not really you in specific, but the mainstream media and precisely Twitter made Andrew Tate possible. In an age where you can get cancelled for disagreeing with someone on Twitter. In an age where the fucking Congress liberals are literally faking their arrest to look more relatable. In an age where there's a such thing as being way too masculine. A savage move against our amazing advanced society that really takes care of everybody's feeling. Or at least it pretends to be. Someone like Andrew Tate was really bound to happen and born. Before I dig deeper into this, let me just clarify, I'm not a liberal or a conservative, constructive, I don't really know. Honestly, I'm not even an American, but it doesn't take one to realize how much of a shallow society we became. And really, if you don't even trust me, just open Twitter. And I dare you, just double dare you, to try and be proud of yourself, who you are, where you come from, on that platform. In an age when you have someone with such a huge following on Twitch open-heartedly saying he would rather have his girlfriend defend him and his house if someone ever breaks in.
You and your woman are asleep in bed upstairs. You hear someone break into the house downstairs. Who goes downstairs?
Nobody.
Chirping.
Like even I can't fight for shit, and I know that for a fact, and can barely do two things at the same time. Like my brain can't handle that shit. Even I would try to do or try to defend that person, or at least lie, man. Just lie. In all seriousness though, Andrew is really a smart person. He knows that there are a lot of people that actually feel the same way about our society, about themselves. He also knows that there are incels who will agree with him no matter what, so he got that area discovered. But that really wasn't Andrew's plan. His plan was to gather a following from normal people, people who can talk to women without stuttering. A well-established followers who would say, you know what, I don't really agree with him all the time, but I really agree with him on this situation or that topic. I strongly believe that we as humans, we love to look up for people who are successful, people who do good in life, people who walk the talk and talk the talk. And it's so refreshing to love a villain nowadays. I don't know what happened, I don't know the shift that changed in our society, but that's why I believe someone like Conor McGregor, for example, changed the face of UFC for the rest of our history, because he's an asshole. He's a mean person who really do some bad stuff all the time. But I notice again, we as people, and I am one of them, we love to see a flawed hero, or at least a different type of hero. And no, Andrew Tate is not a hero. He's just an asshole who really backs his talk and is a millionaire. I'm sorry, trillionaire. I don't even know what that means. He has cars, he has mansions, he has power, and most importantly, women. That's his strongest game. Women, the focus of almost every controversial topic he ever said on the internet. The main reason why he got famous on the internet is because how he views women. Look him up, they are literally like bees around him, but how? The internet and Twitter mainly told me he's a bigot, an incel, a person who doesn't know how to talk or get a woman. But we can see he's doing good, really good with women, despite his outlandish rants that I again strongly believe not always are true. But when people see someone with such views having this type of influence, even on women, that's when people love someone they hate. Something else also I noticed about Andrew is that he really is a smart person. Like, he's an entertainer, and I strongly believe he's not that much of an asshole like he would say, because he knows sometimes the stuff that he say is kind of wrong. But he noticed there is a niche in this market. He noticed that there's an audience that just doesn't know how to express themselves. And again, I'm not talking about the bigots or incels who really just want a chance to attack women. No. I'm talking about the mainstream. I'm talking about the mainstream media, Twitter, people who are literally just fantasizing about the idea that being a man is not a good thing anymore. Being a toxic man is not a good thing, which it is not a good thing. But I would rather say being a toxic person, no matter what gender you are, is a bad thing. In the age where you just have to agree on whatever is now considered acceptable in our society, you just have to realize that when you push something so hard and just keep on pushing, you're just bound to have people who disagree and make someone like Andrew Tate famous. And again, I honestly believe no one should complain about existence or popularity, because it's you're the one who made him. He is really just a product, a hostile product of our environment, of our mainstream. He's just going against the wave. He is the tick for the mainstream tat. I don't like the guy. I don't even agree with half the stuff that he says, but even I would say he's a breath of a fresh air. Because when you have people say you can't say the way it makes you comfortable because you're manspreading, then you really deserve an Andrew Tate in our society. When you make someone like this, when you make something like this up and you just keep on digging this hole deeper and deeper and deeper and just throw people in it, people will definitely agree with him and even make him more famous, and you will be mad about it. But in the end, you really have to see why he is famous, why he has such a high reach. It's really because of you, the person who complained about Andrew Tate. You really made his existence possible. Drop in the comments what's your opinion on this whole thing, and let me know who do you want me to cover next. And until then, see ya.